Hey friends, so what if aliens are less like space invaders and more like cosmic anthropologists of consciousness? Now, this is what I really believe. If you know me, you know I talk a lot about my simulator theory and that this is a simulator for consciousness development. That this world that we live in is kind of like a virtual simulator, the way Tom Campbell describes it, but it's made for a purpose, for our consciousness, our soul to continue to develop and learn through these adversities and challenges and this whole physical Earth life experience here. Now, why would an alien care about that? Well, you got to think this isn't going to be unique to us. We're not the only consciousnesses that come into a physical simulator like this. And what I've learned about the cosmos through all my research and explorations is that there's a lot of life out there. There's a lot of intelligence out there, but it's not the way we think of life. It's like non-physical, ancient, advanced intelligence. And there's a good chance that a lot of it already has completed its own consciousness simulators. It already has leveled up to the point where it doesn't need this physical reality anymore. It doesn't need war. It doesn't need food. It doesn't need all of these challenges and adversities and things that we give ourselves to learn and to grow and evolve. Maybe it's already completely excelled at all those things and it's out on the other side. Now, you would say, then why would it care about us? Why would it come here? Why would it even waste its time? Well, have you ever watched a kid learn something? Have you ever watched like a baby or a toddler learn colors for the first time, or learn music for the first time, or learn how to play soccer, or learn how to paint, or any of those things? Well, you already know how to do those things. You're way more advanced than that, right? Like, why would you care about a 2-year-old learning how to paint, right? Well, it's astonishing to be on the other side, right? And watch that happen. Watch that genesis, watch that development, watch that epiphany, watch that tipping point be reached. It really is very interesting. And it's amazing just to be an observer, an observer, a conscious observer of that moment. Now think about humans. Oh my God, here you have a, eternal, spiritual, powerful consciousness that enters into the simulator and forgets who it is, forgets that it's this eternal being, forgets that it has abilities and powers, is confused, is dazed, is in a constant state of fear, and doesn't know what the heck is going on, yet learns to find love and learns to make art and music and write poetry, and 99% of the world gets along and is pretty happy and finds joy in daily life, even though everything seems so chaotic and uncertain and scary. That's amazing. I mean, if you were a higher intelligent being watching this, you would learn so much about life, about consciousness, about reality, about the evolution of consciousness. Maybe when they went through their simulator, things were way different back then and things have evolved. I mean, you would just learn a lot. I think it would be fascinating and interesting just to be an observer and a watcher. A watcher. A word that was used a lot in antiquity. The watchers. Beings that observe us and don't necessarily meddle in our affairs, don't necessarily impede on our free will and change things. They're not there to fix us or to save us. They're there to watch. Why would they watch? Because it's interesting. That's what I think. Let me know what you think. Have a beautiful day. Peace.